Some people look and say, okay, I won't do the nicotine, but maybe I'll try one of the alternatives, like THC, right? THC, marijuana, like, that's okay. That's no big deal. They'll say, oh, well, that's legal. Even in the states where it is legal, not legal, age limit, 21. Why at 21? Brain development. You want to take a substance that affects the brain while the brain's still developing. It's natural, it grows from the earth. So does poison ivy. Don't smoke that either. So does arsenic, for that matter. Like, there's poison that can be grown from the earth. That's a stupid argument. And by the way, the stuff that's grown now is way more potent than it was back in the day. Right, like when you look at the leaves and things, 3 to 5%, even now that's jumped. But when you look at edibles, when you're looking at the wax, shatter, the high concentration stuff, when you're looking at the actual vapes, the concentration's like 60, 40, 60, 80%. Like, that's a lot. And when you're looking at that high potency THC, that can actually mess up the brain. That's when people say, like, no harmful consequences. Not necessarily true, especially when a developing brain. Now, first thing you have to understand is you have no idea what's actually in there. Some teens I've talked to, they thought it was nicotine, it was actually THC. They thought it was THC, but it was synthetic THC. I had a teen that's like, yeah, the stuff I use doesn't show up on a drug test, doesn't come up on a THC drug test. I'm like, that's because it's not THC. It's a different chemical that they will combine. It gives a similar feeling, but it also can make your brain tweak out. And this is happening. Sometimes it might be cutting. They might be putting other stuff in there. Like you have like a little fentanyl, like tip of a pencil, amount of fentanyl in that thing, all of a sudden overdose. So that's the first thing. Let's say it actually is that THC. The high potency THC 100% can be habit dependent forming, especially on a developing brain. It's not the same as it was back in the day. It can create that dependence. We also know that high potency THC can increase the risk for things like psychosis with delusional episodes, psychotic episodes. The amount of teens going to emergency room visits because they're like tweaking out has increased significantly over the past few years. We understand it can exacerbate schizophrenia if predisposed. We know it can lower academic as well as career success. The big one here I want you to focus on is two. One, anxiety and depression. Some people you might know, they're like, I need to use this as a way of calming down. I need to use this to chill out. What they found on a developing brain, majority of the cases, it actually increases depression and anxiety, the opposite effect of what you're looking for. And once again, can create that dependence on it. If you're dealing with that, there are healthier techniques. The other big one is to escalate to harsher drug use, because I remember growing up and it's like, really? Like smoke a little weed and then jump to heroin? How does that work? Here's how it works.